Okay.
I send you the link after, plus the text and then the audio.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
And
so
I want to
yes.
I want to clarify. Yesterday when I went to Express Union,
Yes.
what I did before going is to write your name very clearly on the paper and the phone number. So when I arrived there, I gave it to the cashier directly. So I mean, it's the time when she is writing directly in the computer, I think she wrote it bad. So I will check. If you check on Monday, if it's an issue, I will go back and see how we can manage it.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
no problem. Let me just
Okay.
respond to somebody who is standing in front of.
Okay. Okay. That's good.
Okay, so Mr. Kali, I'm
Yes.
back. It's my son.
Yes.
It's my son who
Okay.
came from Douala 2 days ago.
Okay.
And
Okay.
yes, you know,
Okay.
my family is still in Douala. That's
Okay.
the
Okay.
Yaoundé
Okay.
office. I came to set it up in August, and I live with some children here.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yes, children.
That's
2 are from Jamena.
Ah,
2
you are
of
from
them.
Jamena.
Yes,
Okay.
they come here.
Okay.
There is Bashir. Bashir's father was a participant on the program 5, 6, 7 years ago in 2015.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow. Wow.
he's a
Wow. Wow.
telecommunications expert. He has a PhD in
Okay.
telecommunication. They call him Dr. Nauntam.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
then there is another one, Fabrice. Fabrice, the father was also my participant. They came from Chad and lived with me because we have what you call in French séjour linguistique. You
Yes,
come and live.
yes.
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 Right now,
Yes.
there is Mr. Gilou. He works for
Gilu,
Tractor
okay.
Freak in Jamena.
Okay.
He is the
Okay.
sales manager for Tractor Freak in Jamena. He is here.
Okay.
Yes, he will be here for till the 26th of this month, so
Okay.
for 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
so
think I'll be interested to send my daughters probably next holidays, but I'm thinking about that because the 2 daughters, the one is in secondary and the other is in college. So I think I will. I'm thinking about that really. I'm thinking
no,
about that.
that will be a wonderful
Yeah.
experience for them, because when they come from
Yes.
their different various families, they don't know each other.
Uh,
Yes, learning.
Exactly.
Yes, living together in the same house with people
Exactly.
you don't know, it's really a
Yes.
miracle. We have lived.
I will
Yes.
do so. I will do so. I will do so. I will do
So
so.
no, at least by next year it will be better, because this is we are reorganizing it. It was in Boya, and you
Okay.
know Boya right now is not safe because of the
Okay.
political crisis, the armed
Okay.
conflict. So
Okay. Okay.
yes. So
I'm
Mr.
thinking about
Mhm.
that.
So
Yeah.
Mr. Ali, your family, is your family with you in Jamena, or they are in your country?
Currently they are in country currently, but they will arrive next week.
Okay.
They will arrive next week. Yeah. So they are studying here with me, and they went for holidays at middle of July, around 15th July. So they want
Okay.
to go, and they'll be back next week.
Okay. Please
Back next
remember,
week.
it's not holidays. When you see H at the
Oh,
beginning, you put
oh.
holidays.
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 Holidays. Okay, okay. Yes, yes, I remember. Okay.
Yes. In French, you don't have You don't have in yes.
Holidays.
So it's holidays.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So how many children do you have? Because I have 3. I have 3 boys.
Yes, I have 4 daughters. I have 4 daughters.
Hey,
Yes,
only
yes, I have
daughters.
only daughters. Yes.
Okay, I remember you told me about daughters
Yes,
and
yes,
sons.
exactly. And I'm telling you that yes, I'm very happy to have only daughters. And you said me you
I
have
have
boys and
boys,
you are
yeah.
happy. So
No, the truth is that
uh,
yes, my boys, honestly, they are good children. We thank God for that.
okay, that's good.
But there's
This is
normally,
this
Mr.
is
Ali, children are not bad. It is us to manage them.
exactly.
Yes, it is our
It depends
duty.
parents. I think
Because if you look carefully, most parents have given the education of their children to schools, to teachers. No. If we are with them all the time and we try to understand them, I think there will be no problem. Because I have lived with about more than 1,500 children in my house. Since since 2009, children from Chad, Gabon, Central African Republic, Equatorial Guinea, Cameroon, Congo, Cote d'Ivoire, yes. So when you look at it, and all types of children, I don't know whether you know the children, the boys of Jamena. Yes, very difficult
yes.
boys.
Very difficult.
Very
Exactly,
violent.
exactly,
Yes, very violent.
exactly.
But if their father, their parents are like, Mr. Ning, what did you do to my child that he has changed? I said, no. Yes. The children, Jamena children, especially those from the ruling family or
Exactly.
the ruling tribe, they call them the Zagawas, the Gurans. Wow. No, they are not, they are violent.
Very violent.
Every problem with them, they solve with weapons.
Exactly. Every problem they solve with weapon.
With weapons. And
Yes,
I'm like, but these
yes,
people, what is wrong? So
yes,
no,
yes,
it's a
yes.
wonderful experience, and I think that it's also a blessing to me.
Yes,
Yes, and to my
I think
family,
so.
because my children have met all types of people, and they have learned from them. And as they are growing, they know what to do and what not to do. So it's wonderful.
I think I will organize that with you. Yes, I'm sure I will do so. I will organize it with you.
No, thanks very much. So please tell me
Yeah.
a bit about IRC. That is our job today.
Okay.
But is it your first, is IRC your first employer since you started working, or you have worked somewhere else?
I work somewhere else before IRC because I work with an NGO which is called Aide et Action. Aide et
Okay.
Action. Yes, it's a French NGO.
Okay.
And yes, also this NGO is working in in education, basic education, and especially how we can be sure in each school we have communities, teachers, parents, and students, and all working together to develop a school. So it's the goal for
Okay.
them, yes, to have a developed school, to have a good school. We need to have all these actors working together and developing small school projects, and identifying people who can fund this small project and implement this small school project together. So it's what Education was doing exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So I work there as technical facilitator. What they call technical facilitator is someone who is living in a community, working with bringing all these actors together, organizing them, and discussing with them to design a school action plan, as they call it, and then the school action plan will be shared between women organization, between parent organization, between the student organization and the teachers. So everyone, each one will take a part of the action plan and they will implement it together. So it's what I did with Action.
Implement, Mr. Ali, implement.
Implement. Implement.
ENT is ant, not ant, like in French. So they call, yes, you implement development.
Implement.
Development.
Development.
Not development. No, ment.
Development.
Okay. Then we have this word called, not collect, called. The past tense of called.
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 Okay, the past tense of called is called. Called.
Yes.
Called.
And then this word is not parents, it's parents. Parents. Parents.
Okay.
The parents.
Parents, not
Parents.
parents. Yes.
Parents.
Parents.
Good.
Parents.
Good.
Parents. Okay.
And then stakeholders. What you were talking there is your organization brings all stakeholders together.
Yes.
Stakeholders means how do they call it in French?
Les acteurs.
Les acteurs, but there is a word. Everybody who contributes in one way or the other in the life of that school.
Les parties prenantes.
Les parties prenantes. Thank you very much, Mr. Ali. That is stakeholders.
Okay.
Yes, the parties prenantes.
Yes. Okay.
So when
I understand. Okay.
So that is your first employer in Chad.
Yes, this is my first employer in Chad, and then I work also a little with Plan International. Plan International is, I think they are working also in Cameroon.
Yes.
Yes, but here they stay just for a little moment here in Chad, and I work with them also in the field of protection and education also, but it's a very little moment.
No, a short while.
A
short
while.
Time. Yes, for a short time.
Okay, a short time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That was for a short time. Yeah.
Yes, I want us to correct something. I worked for.
Okay.
You work for an organization. If that organization is your employer, if you are an employee there, you say, I work for. For example, Mr. Ali works for IRC, not works with. When you say I work with, it is that you collaborate. So if you are an employee of an organization or a company, you say I work for IRC. But if you are a partner, you say I work with. For example, the project you talked to me last time about that the country director appointed you to coordinate. Yes, there you can now say I work with other organizations.
Okay.
So to work with means collaborate, but to work for means to be employed by. Are you seeing the difference?
Exactly. Very
Okay,
clear. I mean, very
good.
clear. Very clear.
So
Okay.
briefly tell me about IRC. When did you start working there and what is IRC?
Yes. So when I start working with IRC is in 20, 2018. Yes,
Okay,
2018. I started in
okay,
2018, and I started working there because we met with the country director of IRC in a conference, and
okay.
when I intervened during this conference, he was impressed about my intervention, and he at the end he come and asked me where I'm working. So at this time I was working with Plan International, and I told him that I'm working with Plan International. He asked me what I'm doing with Plan International, and I explained him,
I
and he
explained
said
to
that
him.
I
Explain to.
explained to him. Okay.
Yes.
I explained to him. I explained to him. I explained to him what I'm doing, and he said if it's okay with me, he want to meet me to meet me as he in his office. So I accepted, and I arrived in his office 2 days later.
Okay.
And when I arrived in his office, we discussed, and he said to me that he's interested to work with me in IRC, and I said it's okay with me, but he said he will give me a position, but not in Jamena. It will be in the east of the country in Iriba, as you said last time, working with refugees in the camps, in
Okay.
the refugee camp. Yeah. So I was appointed there in Iriba, working in two refugees camp, and in these refugees camps, my 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 role was to be sure that the community staff are enrolling regularly refugees who arrived, and they are also providing all necessary data to us to plant the health and the safety, and also cash distribution. So I'm a kind of coordinating all these aspects, and providing this data to technical coordinators. At the sites, they organize the activities in the camps according to this data I gathered from field community staff. And then when the intervention is started, to follow up with them if the implementation is doing correctly. So it's what I start doing in Iriba with around 6 months, I think less than 1 year.
Okay.
And then I stay, I was, I was, I was meeting, if you take you from one city to another city, what do you
Yes,
say?
I was transferred.
I was
Transferred.
transcribed.
Yes.
Okay, I was transcribed in Amjaras. In
Okay.
Amjaras,
You know, you were
yes,
transferred
yes.
to Amjaras.
I, so I was transcribed to Amjaras, and I received a kind of promotion.
Promotion.
So becoming like a coordinator, a promotion, and becoming like a coordinator of activities. And also there, I did a good job. When my boss come to visit what we are doing, he was really very proud of me, and the authorities, local authorities, also said give gave very good feedback on me, and at the end he said that so he will he will promote me as a project manager.
Project manager.
Project manager.
Okay.
Manager, yes. As a project manager at the national office.
Okay.
So that's how I come back at the national office as a project manager. And at this time, I was managing that one project, just one project at this time.
Okay.
And I also managed very well this project. Everyone was really very happy about how the project was managing, and the senior management team meeting appointed me to be like the coordinator of all chief of project. So what is my position currently?
So which means that right now, so with IRC, you have worked in Iriba. After Iriba, you went to Anjaras, and then now they brought you to the headquarters
in Jamaica.
In Jamaica. And that,
yeah, exactly.
You started, when you came to the head office, you were managing just one project. Later on,
Exactly.
Later on, due to your performance, due to means due to
okay.
Your performance.
Okay.
Yes, the senior management team decided to promote you and give you more responsibilities to manage all projects.
All project manager, because each project have a project manager.
Okay.
Each project manager. So my role is like to
coordinate.
Yes, I'm not here. I'm not the project manager boss. You know, I'm not a project manager boss, but each project have a project manager and each project has a project manager, and the project manager reported to the field coordinator.
Okay.
The field coordinator. Yes, but at my side, my role is really ensuring quality control, clinical quality control of project, yes, of all project implementation. So I'm not, yes, I'm not working really directly in the implementation, but it's really developing checklists.
Okay.
Be sure that all projects are implemented according to what we signed with the donor, and also to go there on field to see if our clients are happy and proud about the implementation of the project, and activities are implemented according to what we wrote in the document. So, you know, if I arrive on field, sometimes it's like project manager think that it's a policeman or like someone who. So when
yes, I understand.
When my arrival is announced, people are a bit stressed really, because it's this guy will arrive with his caution, check in, and verify all documents to understand if it's okay. But I'm really doing very good pedagogy, I think. I mean, I'm not doing it with violence, really. I'm doing it really with professionalism and how I can help people to understand. I'm doing my best to not be a policeman, but to be someone who provides support, who provide advice to staff.
Okay. Yes, I wrote here internal auditor. You are like an internal auditor whose job is to
technically.
Yes, who knows the process, the requirements, both of IRC and of the donor.
Exactly.
And I think what you do is you go now, the project management team for each project, you make them to align to one, IRC rules and regulations and processes, and then two, to the donors rules and regulation and processes. Okay, I now understand, and it's a serious problem because it's natural. Everywhere you have quality control, it is like it is the policeman who has arrived.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, but yes, no, yes.
I said I'm trying to change this mindset of people about me, so they need to see me as someone who arrived to help, but not to be a policeman. I'm working on
Yes,
it.
they need to see you as an ally, an allié.
Ally, okay, ally, okay, ally, okay.
Yes, an ally.
Exactly. Okay,
Yes,
an
they need
ally.
to see you as an ally, but the mindset
An
is still
ally,
there
okay.
that this man
Okay.
is an enemy to our progress.
Okay. Okay,
Okay.
ally.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So, but do you usually, when you go on the field to check the quality of project implementation, do you find discrepancies, differences between what the team is supposed to do and what they are actually doing? Do you usually find some differences?
Yes. Many in many cases, because really, here the problem, we have a very big issue of having qualitative staff. This is
Okay.
a very big issue. It's a very big issue. So the qualitative staff, I mean, the staff who knows very well the project technical rules for implementation, and at the same time who are able to read very well the project and develop tools to ensure that the implementation is really fluent. So this is our main challenge. So you can arrive in a site and to see that someone he is a project manager, but he didn't even read the whole project before
Oh my
starting
God.
implementation.
Huh?
Yes, many cases. And it's
Oh.
when you arrive, you say, okay, for these activities, why we do so? No, we discussed with the technical authorities. They said that, I said, no. Please come, see the project. Here is what it's wrote in the project. So it's what you need to do. You cannot do something, even if the technical authorities ask for something, you cannot change that. So this is very regular, and I think I can say 50%, 50% of my field visit, I can say that it's really very bad constat. What we say constat?
Yes, reports or you notice.
Okay,
Yes.
yes.
So it
Okay.
is the report is not always the same. It's not always positive.
Yes. Positive, exactly. It's really bad report, really bad report.
Oh my
What you
God.
will see on feed is really, I mean, totally different
From what
from what
is
is
expected.
wrote from what is expected from them. So this year I organized a training and a feedback meeting with all the project coordinators in Jamena, and around here we spent 1 week together discussing with them about the kind of regular what to say, error.
Mistakes.
Error, mistakes, okay.
Yeah,
The
mistake
regular
or errors, yes.
okay, mistake, I find or feed, and then we hire someone who is an project manager, manager specialist, management specialist,
Okay.
to train them on some topic like the framework, like the plan de mise en œuvre,
Yes, implementation plan.
implementation plan, okay, spending plan, and yes, indicators, dashboard, this kind of tools, and he trained them on this kind of tools.
But
Yes, yes.
do you think that your feedback,
Mm.
when you go and you notice means constater. When you go and you notice
okay.
that there are discrepancies. Discrepancies means differences between
good
between what is written, what is expected. When you go to the field and you notice and you point this out, point means attirer l'attention sur. You point this out. You point out. So you point out to the project management team there that this is not correct. When you point this out, hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yeah, my connection had an interruption, but it's okay now. So,
okay.
So my question is this: when you point out to the project management team that this is not correct, this is not correct, after that, do you notice if there is any change? Do they change or they continue making the same mistakes?
Okay, so you said that point out is like giving feedback?
No.
Point out.
Point out
okay.
is constater et faire connaître à l'autre. So if I say I want to point out the following mistakes, je vais attirer votre attention sur les erreurs suivantes. So to point out means constater, indiquer, attirer l'attention sur quelque good. So when you do they give the impression that they understand what
I think we have two cases. We have two cases. The first case is really I have today some project manager. I can say around 70% of project manager are really good. They want to learn. If you point out some issue or some feedback, I think they many effort to change and to improve. But you have really around 30%, I can say, who they like I can say they are reluctant, they resist, they think you
they resist.
Really.
So they just consider your feedback as a nuisance. They consider your feedback as a nuisance.
As a nuisance, exactly. And I have this kind of project manager because even if I'm visiting fields, there are this is I think this kind of project manager, if I arrive, it's like I'm going to a war, you know, because they start.
So, which
They
means
start
that
before I arrive. Yes,
which
yes,
means that sometimes the project management team on the field is hostile sometimes to your visit.
yes, exactly. That hostile. Exactly, exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Hostile.
Yes, hostile.
Hostile.
Yes. They are hostile, sometimes hostile to
Hostile. Okay, hostile.
yes, they are hostile to
Mm.
Mr. Ali's presence. What is
Yes,
it coming to do
exactly.
here? What is it coming? We are doing
Yes,
our job
yes,
well.
yes,
Okay, Mr. Ali, thanks very much for today. I think
yeah.
we have
Okay,
enjoyed,
okay,
but remember, we have these words.
okay,
Let us look at these words before we separate. Please, we have holidays.
okay.
We have
Holidays.
holidays. You must pronounce the H. You must pronounce the H. And then you have not a short moment, but a short while, or not a little moment.
Short, a
Yes.
short while.
And
Okay.
yes, pronunciation, we have parents, not parents, parents.
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 Yes, parents.
Parents.
Then,
Parents.
yes, called, not called, called. Called.
Okay.
Called. The past tense of call. And then
Okay.
we have manager.
Manager. I think I start getting it.
Yes, it will come, don't
Manager,
worry.
project manager.
Project
Okay.
manager, project management, etc.
Okay.
And then, yes, let me
Okay.
just post these words for us for revision. So start, look at the
Okay.
words holidays. So read these words. Let me see whether they have remained in your mouth. Yes, holidays. Read aloud. On the chat window.
Holidays.
Yes.
Holidays.
Okay. The next word
Okay.
down.
Holidays. Called.
No, you don't pronounce.
Parents.
No, you don't say called. It's called. Called. Called.
Called.
Called.
Called. Okay.
Yes. Called.
Holidays. Called. Parents.
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 Yes.
Implement.
Implement.
Development.
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 Good.
Manager.
Manager.
Ally.
Ally. Ally. An ally.
Ally.
Good.
Ally.
Yes.
Qualitative.
Qualitative. That's it.